If your dog follows you everywhere, you have probably wondered why. You stand up from the couch, and they stand up too. You walk into the kitchen, and they follow behind you. You go to the bedroom, they appear at the doorway. You walk toward the bathroom, and suddenly they are sitting outside the door like a tiny security guard. Sometimes you cannot even take 5 steps without hearing their paws behind you. At first, it can feel cute. Then sometimes it feels funny. And on busy days, it may even feel a little frustrating. You may think your dog is being clingy, needy, spoiled, or just looking for food. But in many cases, when your dog follows you everywhere, it means something much deeper. Your dog is not just walking behind you because they have nothing else to do. They are watching you, choosing you, trusting you, and trying to stay connected to the most important person in their world. To your dog, you are not just someone moving from room to room. You are their safe place moving through the house. You are the center of their routine. You are the person who gives meaning to the home. And when you leave one space, they may feel the need to follow, because where you go is where their world goes too. Dogs do not love from a distance the way humans sometimes do. They love through closeness, routine, presence, scent, body language, and shared space. So when your dog follows you, they may be saying something they cannot put into words. They may be saying, "I feel safe with you." They may be saying, "I do not want to miss what happens next." They may be saying, "You are my family." And sometimes they may even be saying, "I can feel something is different and I want to stay close." So before you push them away, before you call them annoying, before you assume they are just begging for a treat, it helps to understand what this behavior really means. Because for your dog, following you everywhere can be one of the clearest signs of love, trust, and emotional attachment. The first reason your dog follows you everywhere is because you are their safe place. Dogs are naturally aware of their environment. Even when they seem relaxed, their senses are always working. They hear small sounds you do not notice. They smell changes you cannot detect. They watch movement, tone, posture, and routine. Their world is full of information, and not all of it feels predictable. In that world, you may be the one thing that feels stable. When your dog follows you from room to room, they may not be trying to bother you. They may simply feel safer when they know where you are. Your presence helps them relax. Your voice, your scent, your movement, and your familiar energy tell them that everything is normal. This is why some dogs follow their owners more during storms, after loud noises in new homes, when guests arrive, or after a stressful day. The world feels uncertain, so they stay close to the person who makes it feel safe. To humans, walking from the living room to the kitchen is nothing. But to your dog, if their safe person gets up and leaves, they may think, "Where are they going? Should I come too?" This does not mean your dog is weak. It means they trust you. Trust is not always loud. Sometimes trust is a dog quietly getting up and following you because your presence feels like protection. Sometimes it is the way they sit near your feet while you work. Sometimes it is the way they wait outside a closed door, not because they understand privacy, but because they understand that you are on the other side. To your dog, staying near you can feel like staying near safety. And when you understand that, the sound of those little paws behind you becomes less annoying and more meaningful. The second reason your dog follows you is because they see you as family. Dogs are social animals. They are not meant to live emotionally separate lives. They bond, they attach, and they naturally want to stay near the ones they trust. In a dog's mind, being close to family is not strange. It is normal. In the wild, animals that live in groups often move together, rest together, watch together, and stay aware of each other. Your dog may live in a modern home now, but many of those social instincts are still inside them. So when your dog follows you to the kitchen, the bedroom, the hallway, or even the bathroom door, they may be doing what feels natural to them. They are staying with their group, and in your home, you are their group. You may think, "I am just getting a glass of water." But your dog may think, "My person is leaving the room. I should go too." It is not always about food. It is not always about attention. Sometimes it is simply about belonging. Your dog wants to be included in your ordinary moments. They may not care what you are doing. They just want to be there while you do it. They want to lie under your desk while you work, sit near you while you cook, follow you while you clean, and rest near you when you finally sit down. That is how dogs share life. A dog does not need every moment to be exciting. Sometimes they are happy just being near you while nothing special happens. To them, ordinary time with you is still time with their favorite person. That is one of the sweetest things about dogs. They do not need perfect plans, expensive places, or big events. They can find joy in simply following you into the next room. The third reason your dog follows you everywhere is because they do not want to miss a routine. Dogs are experts at studying patterns. They notice when you wake up. They notice when you put on shoes. They notice when you pick up keys. They notice when you open the refrigerator. They notice when you walk toward the leash. They notice the difference between you walking to the bathroom and you walking toward the front door. Your dog may follow you because in their mind, any movement could mean something important is about to happen. Maybe it is breakfast. Maybe it is a walk. Maybe it is playtime. Maybe you are going outside. Maybe you are about to sit on the couch and give them a chance to rest near you. Maybe you are about to leave and they want to know before it happens. For your dog, your movements are clues. This is why dogs sometimes jump up the moment you stand, even if you were only reaching for the remote. They have learned that your actions often lead to changes in their world. If you walk toward the kitchen, food might happen. If you walk toward the door, a walk might happen. If you walk toward the bedroom, bedtime might happen. If you pick up a bag, leaving might happen. So they follow because they are watching the story of the day unfold, and you are the main character in that story. This also explains why dogs can become so excited over tiny signals. A certain jacket, a pair of shoes, a leash sound, or even the way you turn off the television can tell them what might happen next. They follow because they are paying attention. That kind of attention is not random. It means your dog has built their life around your rhythm. The fourth reason your dog follows you is because they are emotionally attached to you. Attachment is more than simple liking. It means your dog feels connected to you in a way that affects their emotions. When you are near, they feel better. When you leave, they notice. When you return, they become happier. When you are upset, they may become alert or concerned. A dog who is emotionally attached may follow you because being near you gives them comfort. Your presence becomes part of their emotional balance. This is why some dogs follow one person in the house more than everyone else. They may love the whole family, but one person becomes their main emotional anchor. Maybe that person feeds them, walks them, comforts them, plays with them, or simply has the calmest energy. Dogs notice these things. They notice who is gentle. They notice who understands them. They notice who comes back. They notice whose voice feels safe, and when they choose that person, they often follow them closely. This can feel flattering, and it is, but it also comes with responsibility. If your dog is deeply attached to you, your reactions matter, your patience matters, your tone matters, your routines matter. Because to your dog, you are not just someone they like, you are someone their heart depends on. Following you may be their way of staying emotionally connected. They may not need anything at that exact moment. They may not want food, a toy, or a walk. They may simply want to be near the person who makes them feel whole. The fifth reason your dog follows you everywhere is because they are curious about your world. Dogs are naturally curious. They want to know what is happening. They explore through smell, sound, movement, and observation. And because you are such an important part of their life, everything you do becomes interesting. When you open a closet, they want to see. When you cook, they want to smell. When you fold laundry, they want to investigate. When you bring home a bag, they want to know what is inside. When you sit at your desk, they want to understand why your attention has gone to that glowing screen. To you, these things may be boring. To your dog, they are part of the mystery of your human life. Your dog does not understand bills, emails, laundry, cleaning, or phone calls, but they understand that you are doing something and they want to be part of it. Sometimes following you is not anxiety or neediness. Sometimes it is simple curiosity mixed with affection. They are not trying to control you. They are trying to understand you. That is why dogs will watch you do the most ordinary things as if you are performing something fascinating. You can open a drawer, move a chair, tie your shoes, or pick up a towel, and your dog may follow along like something important is happening. Because to them, if you are involved, it matters. The sixth reason your dog follows you is because they may be trying to protect you. Not every dog is a guard dog, and protection does not always look dramatic. Sometimes protection is quiet. Sometimes it is simply your dog wanting to keep you in sight. Some dogs follow their owners from room to room because they feel responsible for them. They want to know where you are. They want to notice if something changes. They want to stay close enough to react if needed. This is especially common in dogs that are naturally alert, loyal, or protective. They may follow you to the door, stand nearby when strangers come over, sit near the bathroom, or watch the hallway while you sleep. In their mind, staying near you is part of their role. They may not think in human words, but their instincts tell them that family members should be watched over. If you move, they move. If you stop, they stop. If you sit, they lie nearby. This can also happen more when you are sick, sad, pregnant, injured, elderly, or emotionally different. Dogs often notice changes in their humans. They may not know the reason, but they know something is not normal, and they respond by staying close. Have you ever had a day when you felt low and your dog suddenly seemed more attached than usual? Maybe they followed you more closely, sat near you quietly, or refused to leave your side. That may not be a coincidence. Your dog may have sensed that you needed them, and in their own way, they were trying to protect your heart. The seventh reason your dog follows you is because they fear being left behind. This is where the behavior can sometimes become more serious. Some dogs follow because they love you and want connection, but some follow because they are anxious about separation. They may worry that if you leave the room, you might leave the house. If you pick up keys, they panic. If you put on shoes, they become tense. If you close a door, they cry, scratch, bark, or pace. This kind of following is not just affection, it may be anxiety. The difference is in the dog's body language. A relaxed follower looks happy or calm. They follow you, then lie down nearby. They can settle, they can rest. They may watch you, but they do not seem panicked. An anxious follower cannot settle. They constantly watch your movements. They become stressed when you leave their sight. They may pant, whine, tremble, pace, or block the door. They may become upset before you even leave because they recognize the signs. If your dog follows you because of separation anxiety, they are not trying to be difficult. They are afraid, and fear needs patience, not punishment. Helping this kind of dog means slowly building confidence, teaching them that short separations are safe, giving them calm routines, creating positive associations with alone time, avoiding dramatic goodbyes and returns, providing enrichment, exercise, and safe spaces, and in severe cases, getting help from a qualified trainer or veterinarian. Because a dog who panics when you leave is not being stubborn. They are saying, "I do not know how to feel safe without you." And that deserves understanding. The eighth reason your dog follows you is because they have learned that good things happen near you. Dogs are smart. They repeat what works. If following you has led to treats, walks, attention, dropped food, cuddles, playtime, or exciting moments, your dog will naturally keep doing it. This does not make their love fake. It simply means their brain has connected your movement with possibility. You are the source of many good things in their life. When you go to the kitchen, maybe food appears. When you go to the front door, maybe the leash appears. When you sit on the couch, maybe cuddles happen. When you walk outside, maybe adventure begins. Your dog learns this pattern quickly, and honestly, it is hard to blame them. From their point of view, following you is a smart choice. Something interesting might happen, and even if nothing happens, they still get to be near you. This is why dogs may become little shadows in the house. They have learned that your world is full of rewards, comfort, movement, and meaning. But it is also important to create balance. If your dog follows you constantly and never rests, you can gently teach independence. Give them a comfortable bed, reward calm behavior in another room, offer toys or puzzle feeders, teach them that they can relax even when you move around. A healthy bond allows closeness, but it also allows peace. Your dog can love you deeply and still learn that they do not need to follow every single step. The ninth reason your dog follows you is because you are their home. This is the deepest meaning behind it. To your dog, home is not just walls, furniture, a bed, or a bowl. Home is the person who makes those things feel safe. Home is your voice in the morning. Home is the sound of you coming through the door. Home is your hand on their head. Home is your smell on the blanket. Home is the way you say their name. So when your dog follows you from room to room, they may not be following a person. They may be following home. Where you go, comfort goes. Where you sit, belonging sits. Where you rest, safety rests. Where you move, their world shifts with you. That is why your dog may lie outside the bathroom door. That is why they may stand beside you while you brush your teeth. That is why they may follow you to the kitchen and then back to the couch. They do not understand human privacy or personal space the same way we do. They understand closeness, and closeness to a dog is love. This does not mean you should never set boundaries. You are allowed to close doors. You are allowed to teach your dog to wait. You are allowed to help them become confident without being glued to you all the time. But when you see your dog following you, try to remember what it may mean from their side. You are not just walking around the house, you are the center of their world moving through it, and they simply want to stay near the place where their heart feels safest. So what should you do if your dog follows you everywhere? First, notice their body language. If they look relaxed, happy, and calm, their following may simply be love, curiosity, and attachment. In that case, enjoy it, but also encourage healthy independence. Let them have a comfortable bed nearby. Reward them when they settle calmly. Give them moments of connection, but also moments where they learn to rest on their own. If they look anxious, stressed, or panicked, take it seriously. Do not punish them for needing you. Build confidence slowly. Practice short separations. Keep routines calm. Give them something positive to do when you leave the room. And if their anxiety is strong, get professional help. Because the goal is not to stop your dog from loving you. The goal is to help them feel safe, whether you are beside them or just in the next room. At the end of the day, your dog follows you because you matter. You are their safe place. You are their family. You are their routine. You are their emotional anchor. You are their protector. You are the person who opens the door to walks, meals, play, and comfort. You are the voice they listen for and the face they search for. And maybe that is why this behavior touches so many dog owners. Because in a world where love can be complicated, a dog's love is often simple. They follow the person they trust. They stay near the person they love. They watch the person who gives their life meaning. They choose the person who feels like home. So the next time you hear your dog's paws behind you, pause for a moment before you feel annoyed. Look back at them. That little shadow following you from room to room may be saying more than you think. They may be saying, I feel safe when I'm with you. They may be saying, I don't want to miss a moment with you. They may be saying, where you go, I want to go too. And in the quiet language of dogs, that might simply mean, you are my person. And to your dog, that means everything.